Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this evening. This is we call it a gala dinner, but this is a semi-formal kind of a cocktail where we have, it's very, very semi-formal. I think the executive mayor will formalize it later when she does the speech, so that she has to formally thank everybody who has contributed and made this day a success. Remember, this day started early this morning. In fact, it started about 2 months back. MMC started 2 months back this day. You can just understand the meaning behind it. 2 months back, making calls, others say, hey, the subscriber is not available. Now, these guys, you don't want to talk to them. And we did all this in the name of charity. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like now to call forward the Chief Whip of the district, to come officially welcome everybody so that we can start this day and serve the purpose of the day. Chief Whip, thank you very much. Round of applause, please.
You are all welcome in this event. I'm told by the manager of communication that is the cocktail party, where businesses will pledge. But mine is to welcome all of you and prepare for the executive mayor to come and speak to you. But before she speaks, I must reflect as the Chief Whip of the African National Congress that this is the second event where I think we must use as government in fighting against racism in our society. Last week, the Department of DED convened DED Awards, and there was a rainbow nation within the hall, where our people were gathered there, all of them, irrespective of their color. We must also use golf to fight racism in our country. And we must be the best district in the country, where we'll say, we know that amongst ourselves, our skin is different, but our blood is the same. We are all human beings.
But I must say, Program Director, ladies and gentlemen, that it is such a great pleasure for me to have you all here this evening and in an event whose purpose is to garner assistance and lend support to the needy and the least fortunate in our society. I wish to thank all those who joined us from the morning at this golf club of Matrosana, or Klaxdorf of course, earlier in the day for our mayoral golf challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, our annual mayoral charity golf day, as well as this gala, whether it's a gala or it's a cocktail, I don't know how they put it, because we are not necessarily used to this type of things, you think there's also so, but I must indicate the fact that this setup, this type of a setup of a dinner, are the key means for us and the key that we use to raise funds that will be at some point distributed to various charity organizations and the deserving individuals within Dr. Kenneth Kaunda district area of jurisdiction, which includes your Vendersdorp, your Matrosana, Klokwe, and Makwasi Hills. So you would understand who we represent. We are not a Matrosana municipality, we are the district of Kenneth Kaunda for Malakhe Seidalake district municipality. So we are now called Dr. Kenneth Kaunda district municipality. And as a municipality, ladies and gentlemen, we really appreciate and applaud you for taking time out of your busy schedules and family time. We know this time is family time, and it's Friday. Friday, we want you at home. You can go, but you must come back at some point. There's time allocations, and sometimes that you can't come home at this point in time. But really, for you, for having set aside this time to come here and support this important initiative, which is an example of generosity, of spirit and willingness to give both financially and otherwise towards charity. We really like to thank you for that. And I must indicate up front, ladies and gentlemen, that this event is held in partnership, as I alluded to earlier, with Wesvaal Chamber of Business and our dependable ally in the development and building of sustainable communities. And this chamber, I must indicate, ladies and gentlemen, that is a non-profit organization which runs various initiatives itself, Amongst others, I know that they've got a project called the School's Warm Winter Campaign. And part of the proceeds, I must indicate here, ladies and gentlemen, from this fundraiser will benefit this important campaign, which will surely contribute towards creating an enabling environment for learning in our schools during these chilly winter days, which is almost upon us. Ladies and gentlemen, Program Director, we have been good so far. And on this occasion, I must say that we make a humble appeal to you as corporate organizations and individuals of our district to not only open your wallets, but also your hearts in order to pledge financial assistance to help those in desperate need of the basics of life. Ladies and gentlemen, between us in government and yourselves in the private sector is of paramount importance, I must say. And this partnership will go a long way in building a prosperous nation where poverty and social distress are a thing of the past. And working together, ladies and gentlemen, side by side, we can and will achieve a lot for the betterment of our people, both black and white, I must say. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, it is my plea that as many of you as possible, and indeed all of us individually and collectively, should make a contribution as big as your hearts towards this very important work of charity we are doing, and we are to just bring a difference in the lives of the less fortunate amongst us. Ladies and gentlemen, laat ons altyd saamtrek. En een drag maak mag. I know that one, what it means, you know. And Kaswana again, Sidikwa Kenchapeni Hasetata, Maboko Tinku Tibana. I must say, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once more for joining us this evening. And Baya Danki, Ralebuha, enjoy yourselves, open your wallets. Now is the time the show goes on. Thank you very much, Professor.
The highest bid of the six I've got now is 30,000 rand.
Yeah.
Still going up. Alright? Still going up. Another 10,000 rand.
Yes.
Alright, sister, thank you. Woo! This is good. This is 10,000 rand. It's pledging 30,000 rand. Alright? 30,000 rand.
Yeah.
Another pledge of 10,000 rand.
Yeah.
Now she just bought another form of 10,000 rand.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I would like to thank each and every person who has graced this day from the morning till 10 o'clock tonight. Oh, my word. Thank you. I would like to call Leanne Murphy, the CEO and the manager in the office of the Wesvaal Chamber, to come and thank everybody who's here. Leanne, thank you very much.
Just on behalf of the Chamber Executive Committee, I'd just like to thank, first of all, the district municipality for this partnership. I just think it's one more way in which we are really showing the community of Matlosana that we're serious about business and that we realize the value of this partnership. And secondly, just, whenever you do a partnership like this, you're taking a huge risk. So both parties involved, I think, started off quite stressed out, and because we had little time, it always plays a factor. And I just think the team really came together, and I just want to thank Wendy, especially and her team, who really stepped it up and went out of their way to help us to make sure that this is a success. So thank you, Wendy.
Thank you.
Wendy!
Then I'd just like to thank the executive mayor as well. She just makes me feel very shy. Every time she opens her mouth, I want to just go and hide away. Because you know what, I really don't do it alone, and I just wanted to say thank you, and it's lovely to be appreciated. So it means a lot to us, and it means a lot to the chamber as well. Because I think when people hear that we've been around for 115 years, they get slightly worried, because I think we're an old bunch of doddering old people that sit and have meetings, and it's not the case anymore. We're a company that's alive and well, and that we're really dedicated to making good change. So thank you to all of you that are here. Thank you to all of you that have tired feet, that really gave of yourself today. I think sometimes it's easy to say we're going to do charity work, but when charity begins at home and you really have to put your body on the line, then it shows that you're dedicated. So thank you to all of those, and I hope you have a good meal. I think we're all pretty hungry by now.
Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of the whole day session today, the 31st, which marks the end and the last day of the Africa Month. I think we've just finished it in style. Nobody in this country has ever finished this in style. This can only proudly happen in Dr. Kenneth Kaunda District Municipality. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much and very happy.